Hey, good morning, guys. It's your girl, SeekretD. Oh, this feels weird. I flipped up my nose thing because we have an event at work today, and I might take the mask off for a second or whatever. So I just flipped it up, but I feel it, so that's gonna bother me. So I think I need to just switch it to the smaller one that I had. It's not as long. Like, this one hangs a little bit more. So I think I need to switch it to the short one because this is going to bother me today. So when I go home, I'm going to see if my sister can help me switch it. Because I can't get the balls on myself. But anyway, so the strawberry letter this morning was a little bit dumb. So homegirl wrote in basically saying that her husband argue and they fight and this, that, and the third. And apparently the last time they had an argument, she's saying that she's trying to come back from it and she can't because her husband is in his feelings. So according to her, she deals with men and women, and it seems that when they take breaks, she tends to go mess with this woman, or what have you. And apparently after their last fight, my girl was on the steps in front of their house, and they have like a ring bell or something like that. And she was on the phone with who she referred to as her side chick, even though she also said that she never cheated on him. So I don't know how you can have a side chick if you never cheated, but she referred to this person as her side chick. She says she only deals with this person when her and her husband, are not together, separated, something. So then that wouldn't be a side chick, right? So she's like, oh, she only cheats when they're on a break or whatever. Her words, not mine. So clearly she thinks she cheating if she gonna use that terminology, right? So fine. She's on the front steps and she's talking to her side chick about her husband, and she's basically telling her side chick that she got better skills than her husband, and basically she satisfies her more, better, whatever. Then she goes on to say that her ex-boyfriend, like, oh, well, I should call this dude because he has more stamina than my husband. All the while she's sitting on the front steps and the husband is listening on the doorbell to her conversation. So he hears everything, and he gets on the speaker and he's like, oh, come inside so we could talk, basically. And she was on some, I'm still upset, I'm not coming in. She writes in to Steve asking how to get her husband to forgive her and to believe that she was just talking shit because she was upset. So she's trying to say that nothing she said was true. She was just trying to win the argument, but they weren't arguing. Like, you were talking and you didn't even know he was listening. So you couldn't have been saying it to hurt him because you didn't even know he was listening. So as far as I'm concerned, that's how she really feels. So that's the thing now. So she's trying to get advice on how to get her husband to forgive her and believe that, I guess, he's enough. I don't know how else to put that, but clearly he's not. So I don't know. I don't know. Steve said he didn't have no answer. I was like, she need like TD Jakes or something. I kind of agree, because what are you gonna do with that? Like, what is Steve supposed to tell you? Like, how you get him to believe you? He ain't gonna believe you because he heard you talking all that shit about his peen game. And I don't understand this. I don't understand how people are so comfortable, like, talking shit about people in the bedroom, but you still having sex with them. Like, I don't get it. Like, if I have an issue with something that you're doing, I'm gonna tell you. Clearly she has issues with the way he is in bed, because I don't care how mad I am, certain things is not gonna come out of my mouth. Now, I know, well, I've spoken about this before, but I also know that men are very, I don't want to say fragile, I don't want to call them sensitive, I don't know what to call it, but when it comes to their sexual performance, I've learned the hard way that men take that shit real personal, okay? Because I've said this story before, but I made comments to one of my exes in the very beginning of our relationship about sex, and he held on to that shit for years. When I say years, like, why the fuck are we still having this conversation years later? But whatever, it's over, it's done with, that relationship is in the past. But when I was in the relationship, I was like, holy shit, like, nothing I said, nothing I did, no matter how great of the sex sessions we had, like, no matter what happened during sex, he still had in his head that I told him years ago that he really didn't do anything for me sexually. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, I felt like he just wanted to hold on to that shit because he just wanted to have some shit to be upset about. Like, that's how I really feel, because ain't no fucking way that after everything that we went through, after all the conversations we had about the stupid shit, like, you still bringing this shit up to me. Like, I couldn't believe that shit. But anyway, I learned the hard way that men are sensitive about that shit. And again, I don't know what other word to use about it, so I'm gonna just say sensitive. And every dude that I told what happened was like, why the fuck did you say that? I'm like, that's how I felt at the time. Like, I don't understand why I'm supposed to be honest, but I'm not supposed to be honest. Like, and y'all know me, I gotta be honest. I can't just like not. So I suffered for it in the end. So I learned the hard way. Maybe I'll, present things a little bit better. But I really was upset during that conversation, and I really didn't care how he took it. And I was trying to, hurt his feelings a little bit. Not even hurt his feelings. I was trying to humble him because he was acting like God's gift with a fucking penis. And I'm like, we don't even need to do that. So again, my intentions for making the statement was a little fucked up, but the statement was still true nonetheless. So I stood by what I said. But yeah, so long story short, I don't know if that marriage is gonna last. Either he's gonna cheat on her because he's gonna say that she made him feel inadequate and he needed to feel like he could still please somebody, and he was never sure of how she felt about him sexually and this, that, and the third. Like, that's definitely gonna happen. No matter what she says, he's still gonna like try to convince himself that he's king dingling in bed. So I feel like he's gonna cheat on her with somebody else to say, oh, well, I wanted to feel like XYZ, because that's the dumb shit that men do. And as far as you're concerned, ma'am, I don't agree with the, when we're on breaks, I sleep with other people. The fuck is that? Like, how do you go on a break in a relationship? I already tell people these break shits don't fucking count. And then the break is what, you're married? Ain't no breaks when you're married. Like, I don't understand this. Either you're married and you're getting divorced, so you're not together, or you're fucking married. Ain't no, we're not gonna be together right now, so for 2 months you're gonna go fucking everything, and then you're like, oh yeah, let's try again. Fuck out of here. The minute you put your penis in another vagina, I don't care if we break up, whatever, but the minute that your penis goes into somebody else's vagina, ain't no future for us. Unless we fast forward years down the line, that's the only way. But if we break up right now and 3 months later you go have sex with another female and you come back to me talking about, I really want our family, ain't no family. You wasn't thinking about no family when you was fucking that bitch. So keep that over there. Like I said, unless we like fast forward years ahead, nah. You can't sleep with somebody else and then come back to me. Because if that's the case, I feel like you just wanted to just go fuck around for a little bit and come back. Fuck out of here. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Okay? No. So yeah, I don't even know how that marriage is still standing. Granted, it's on the women's side, so I don't know how that goes. Usually most men are not as forgiving when women do that, and most women are not like me. Like, if dude leaves, fucks around, and come back, I want my family, they'd be like, okay, yeah. I mean, I've done that in the past as well, but I feel like, you know, it was like a whole year and change. But even so, I couldn't do it now. Yeah, no. I need you to be like one track. So if you so want our family together, you shouldn't have time to think about sticking your penis in another vagina. You should be thinking about my vagina this whole time. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about nobody else's vagina. That's how I feel about it. So if you really want to be with me and you really want to be on some, oh yeah, I was thinking about, you wasn't thinking about me. Because you was dicking down Sheila and Barbara and Samantha and Tabitha, okay? Stay over there. But I digress. I don't think there's a future for that marriage. I think that marriage is over. They're never going to get along. He's never going to believe her. She needs to just leave. What y'all think? Again, y'all know me. I'm always for exit strategies. I've never been married, so that could also be a thing for me. I don't really think it makes a difference. But some people will beg to differ that if you're married, it's a little bit more potent. But for me, relationship is a relationship. If you're married or not, certain shit, you know, you shouldn't deal with, period. That's it.